Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Energy, brought to you by Amila Africa. We are live from Africa Energy Week 2024 and I am Sunela Dos Santos, your host. In this podcast, we'll be unpacking all things energy with Ngozi Ekeoma, CEO of NEPAL Energies. Then welcome and thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Can you unpack what the Nigerian Energies Landscape Framework looks like?
Okay, so you know the PIB, that's the Petroleum Industry Bill has been passed, and so basically, and then the subsidy has been removed by the Tinubu administration. So basically, there's no more subsidy. Before Nigeria, the government was subsidizing fuel, that's the premium motor spirit, and the ATK, which is the jet fuel, and AGO was totally deregulated, but the PMS, the premium motor spirit, wasn't. And Nigeria were consuming quite a lot because a lot of the products also went to our neighbors, who were not whose country did not subsidize the PMS. So after that, number one thing is the volumes. We've seen the volumes come down, and then of course we have the Dangote refinery, the pride of Africa, not just Nigeria, that is producing from Jet A1 to AGO and now the premium motor spirit. So the PIB, what the PIB had done is, one, to give some kind of leverage to the refineries, not just the Dangote refinery, but all the refineries that are producing in Nigeria. And what did the government do? So the government said they're going to be giving them crude price in Naira at the exchange rate that is an I&E window exchange rate. That is our currency was also floated. So we have a sector where there's full deregulation of the downstream, and then our currency also, there is no currency restriction anymore. So the currency is floating, and I'm sure you know what when a currency is floating. So what the government now did was to give them that advantage to say, okay, we'll give you crude, but you pay in Naira. Then you can sell to the marketers in Naira as well, to give stability to the market. So currently, but because the refinery was not producing optimally yet, and is expected for every production, whether refinery or not, they will make the mistake, and they'll continue to ramp up their production. So as the refinery ramps up its production, we're going to see imports declining. So right now the refinery is producing, but there's still some imports coming in. And what's the reason? The government told us that one is so that we don't have scarcity anymore, and then two, for energy, most importantly for energy security and competition, so that you have competition, you have a situation where there's competition. When there is competition, is the consumers that benefit. So that is what we have now. So people are sourcing products. The ones that have been given import licenses are sourcing products cheap to bring it and compete. But we also have a refinery, and we still have more refineries coming on stream. So our expectation is that in the next 5 years, Nigeria will be a net export country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's very good to hear. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. And then how is Nepal transitioning from gas and oil to an integrated energy company?
Okay, so what we're doing is to work with strategic partners, those that are very knowledgeable and professional in the areas that we're interested in. So like the solar energy, and then hydro as well. So what we're doing is we're working with, it's still at the developmental stages. So we're working with professionals and strategic partners that are very seasoned in that area, and that is our strategy for, moving forward in that regard. Right. Yes,
that sounds good. And then obviously we don't really find a lot of men in the industry. So can you tell us how it has been being a woman in such a male-dominated industry?
Well, you learn that men are very business-minded and business-like, and they don't have a lot of emotions when it comes to their business. Just like I said to some of the women in the women gathering that you have to throw emotion, but it's difficult because women are emotional beings, but you now have to manage your emotions and your expectations. So my problem is not even the men. My problem is the women. There is lack of collaboration even among the women. The women prefer to do business with men than do business with a fellow woman, and that is my own challenge. So I don't have problem with the men. We already know what the men are like, but the problem is that the women themselves, are we collaborating? I mean, a woman sees you coming into a place where she's already having some kind of dominance, and instantly you become her enemy. But she's ready to invite the men, pay for their transportation, urge them to come do business in those regions.
That must be
so it's very challenging. Women are their worst enemies, I must say. They don't collaborate. So you're not helping yourself. Why are you calling the men?
Exactly.
You should stop calling the men.
I can imagine how challenging that
is. It's very challenging.
Yes. And how has the conference been for you? What value does it add for you as a woman, a leader in the industry?
Oh, this is a very, I mean, this is my second time in the conference. The first time that I attended, that was where we got a strategic partner for Mozambique.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And then this year, I told them that it's a very valuable, and I haven't really explored. This is just me running into different people, maybe in a restaurant. Like today, I ran into somebody from Ghana, and he was like, I've been trying to get into your sector, but I'm an upstream person, and I don't know if we can collaborate, and this is what I do. And I said, of course, we can collaborate. I'm a trader. I trade everywhere. So, and he was like, okay, I would like us to collaborate. So, it's very, very, very good. I will encourage women to please. I used to shy away from things like this. I mean, this is the first time I attended OTC in Houston. I said I wasn't going to attend again, and that was it. I never attended. But I think it's very impactful, and it has a lot of advantage. Even in the way you do things, you come, you learn, you unlearn as well. Not just learn, you also unlearn things that are not working. And you also listen to, like today, I listen to women that have done well in their own areas, in upstream, in midstream, I mean, in different countries. And it's quite inspiring, even though they asked me to come and talk, but I was inspired, so it's good. I recommend it for everyone looking for opportunities, everyone looking to grow, everyone looking to network. This African Energy Week is the it.
And especially the women.
Especially the women,
No, thank you so much. This was so informative. I got to learn myself so much, and very good work, very inspiring. And thank you so much for taking the time to be here this afternoon. We're very privileged. Thank you so much.
Thank you.